What's up, gang? Today we're going to be taking a little look at Donkey Kong Country #1 on Super Nintendo. I'm Macho, and it's time to go retro! So, I grew up with this game on Super Nintendo. My very first video game console ever was my dad's Super Nintendo, and this game always just was one of my favorites. But my love of Donkey Kong Country was not contained to the SNES game. I also grew up with the Game Boy games. Also, we had this VHS tape. This boy, Donkey Kong Country and the Legend of the Crystal Coconut. If you guys have never seen this show, it is whack. We used to dance to the pirate song all the time. You did the day of you wish you'll never more. First things first, this game begins with all these dang crocodiles and bumblebees just stealing all these bananas from a bunch of monkeys. What do they even need with the bananas? What, is an alligator gonna eat a banana? Have you ever seen an alligator eat a banana? Well, they do. They steal them all. And Donkey Kong's like crying, and he's like... Big King K. Rool. You've probably seen him in Super Smash. He's behind it all. That big Bunsen burner man with the big ol' front load with the crown on the pirate ship. Well, who even is he? Why? He's a king with a pirate ship that's like floating in the ocean way above the island. He's the king of the crocs. Yeah. Bunch of crocodile, banana eating boys. Donkey Kong and his little buddy, Little Diddy, gotta go on a quest to get the crystal coconut. I mean, the banana horde back from the crocodiles. The music on this game is insane. That jungle swing from the very first level where it's like... It's awesome. It's so iconic. It's so classic. We would always go back and replay that first level just to hear that. It also has a funny little musical cue in the very start, the intro, where it's playing the original Donkey Kong music from the arcade game. Because if you didn't know, apparently Cranky Kong, the old man, grandpa ape, is like the OG Donkey Kong from the arcade game. Cranky Kong is one thing that always used to make us laugh so much. Part of it is because that little intro spiel. Another reason that we thought Cranky was always super funny is because all those little hint houses that he's sitting at in the different levels, we would never read the hints for some reason, because I'm sure that they're hints that would be helpful in some way. But we would always just sit there and wait until he would start whacking Donkey Kong with the stick. Funky Kong is also awesome. He has this awesome music where it's like... So, the bosses in this game, they are whack. You gotta fight a big old hamster gerbil thing, and he's just jumping around, he's like laughing at you, he's like... You also have to fight a huge bumblebee.
Oh, this thing is stuck in my arm!
You have to fight a big neck buzzard boy twice. The king of them all, though, is this humongous oil drum that just tries to squish you and just falls down from the ceiling and just tries to end these little monkey lives. And then he starts pouring out other little animals on top of you. Monkey lives matter, but not barrel lives. All kinds of barrel destruction happening in this. Painted barrels, sparkly barrels, TNT barrels, metal barrels, and that big oil drum barrel. They're all dead. All thanks to the monkey man. Danky Kang. The minecart levels, they are super tricky. Some of these crocodile boys will be full speed in another minecart on the same track, hucking straight back towards you. You gotta jump over them. I mean, there's just floating rails. You don't even know how they're holding up. There's temple levels, there's jungle levels, there's cave levels, there's underwater levels, which always used to scare me. The notorious underwater levels. Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, all underwater, unlimited breath. How does that happen? I don't know. How does a monkey swim under the water like miles down, jumping on a swordfish and driving around like a car? Have you ever seen such things? Well, you will in this game because there's animal buddies. Animal buddies galore. You could ride on a rhinoceros, frog, just jumping around, an ostrich, a Donkey Kong monkey man on top of an ostrich trying to jump on the head of an evil Donkey Kong monkey man chucking barrels at a little monkey man running behind the big monkey man on the ostrich trying to kill the evil monkey man. The snow level is super scary and it's super hard because when you save your game, you gotta go to this woman and who knows what she's trying to do, but she'd be like blowing you kisses. You jump in her barrel and it saves your game, so who knows what that's supposed to mean. But the thing about the ice level is there's slipperiness all over, super scary music, and you have to play through like 4 super hard levels before you even get to the save kissing lady woman. There's also like a pollution level where the world's just like polluted. Get to the end of this game and none other than Big King K. Rule Boy himself starts playing the coolest pirate game music you've ever heard. He's shooting cannonballs out of the sky at you. He's chucking his crown at you. He's going like super fast. You think he's like a big guy and he'd go really slow, but no. He's going like... You beat the game. You're like, yeah, I beat him. Credits roll. What's this? King K. Rule was a game developer? What's going on here? Fake ending. Finally beat this crazy guy that stole your bananas on pirate ship, and it's a fake ending. This man throws the credits back up, gets back up, and goes round 2 with the monkeys. Then you finally beat him. Donkey Kong's like clapping. He's like, I got the bananas. That's Donkey Kong Country number 1. Subscribe to the Pinky Out Gang on YouTube. Also, hit up that social media. Oh yeah. That's Retro Macho. Thanks for going retro with me, Macho, on Donkey Kong Country 1. See you next time!